Hi, this is Belinda with Belinda's Baubles, and welcome to episode 12. Today is February 29th, 2024, and welcome to Leap Day. So I thought I would just kind of jump in here today and see what we can do. Today is basically my February episode. And just go over what's been happening this month. And for those of you who are new, welcome. This is a knitting and crochet podcast, mainly with whatever else I get up to, some out and abouts, yarn stores, or whatever I happen to come across. But I just want to welcome you. There are some new subscribers, and thank you so much for subscribing. Anyone else who happens to be watching and wants to keep coming back, please do subscribe. It does help grow my channel. Lets YouTube know what's going on and that you guys are watching. But even if I only had a few people out there, I'd probably still keep doing this. I am having a lot of fun. I'm coming up on 1 year in April. So we've got some new stuff coming up, or some old stuff revisited coming up, because it's almost time. Yeah, so just a month and a half, 2 months away will be the North Texas Yarn Crawl. So that's coming up along with the first anniversary for the channel. Thank you so much for all of you who have been coming along with me, and I am so excited to share more with you. Anyone who's new, just to let you know, I live in Fort Worth, Texas with my husband, our grown son who's in college, and our 3 chihuahuas. So this is just me here in Texas. Today I'm also going to be doing a little bit of few things with the topping out mal. Today I'll be doing the drawing for the February participation over on Ravelry. It'll be a pattern prize, and so I'll have that going on. I'm also going to show you some of the prizes that are coming in for the end of the make-along. If you're not familiar with the make-along, I've got a link down below in the description box with a video that you can go over to see what's happening with it. There's another month, so you can still jump in. Where you can find me is also in this description box down below. So, what is happening? How about some finished objects? I actually do have 2 finished objects this month. Neither one of them are part of the make-along. Okay, so I'm still, jumping in there and casting or hooking new things on both. But I am getting some progress on my other items. Sorry about that. I had to break away to sneeze. So I am getting a little bit of progress done on some of my items from previous years. So I am happy with that. I may not have gotten very many finished as of yet, but it's coming along, and I still have another month to go. So let's see what happens. Okay, so again, finished objects. I have one of them over here. Both of my finished objects happen to be Sockhead slouch hats. This one is in DK, and I made this for myself. The yarn I used was from my Charming You Christmas Advent. This was from the whole skein, which was, I think, called Home for the Holidays. It did give a bit of a swirl on the band, but once it got up into the top, with some great color and stripes. I also have this fun pom-pom. Now this is a fur pom-pom, but it is a reclaimed. The company that I was making these has taken old vintage coats, hats, things like that, and they are turning them into pom-poms to be able to just not throw it away, but still be able to reuse it. It has a lovely little ribbon to tie it on with, and I've already got Sockhead hat because I had this on this morning. I've been wearing it a lot. But just to give you an idea, let's see here. See if you guys can see that. I went ahead and made this because I had another Sockhead hat that I'd made to go to Alaska, and I had worn it up to Missouri when we went to visit the grandkids. It didn't come home with me. It has found a new home. Allie has confiscated it basically, but she has decided she fell in love with it. So it is now made its new home in Missouri. So let me put this on here. And the pattern is actually, it's a free pattern by Kelly McClure, if you haven't come across it yet. It is set up to be for sock weight, but I wanted the DK because I really wanted to use this skein of yarn. And what I ended up doing, let me pull my notes up in Ravelry here. Sorry, I was all set to talk about the other hat first, and of course, you know, I'm already out of whack a bit. Oh well. So I used a 5mm needle for the rib and a 5.5mm US 9 needle for the hat itself, the main part of the hat. And I ended up casting on 100 stitches. But I have my notes on Ravelry if you would like to take a look at that. I love how it came out. It's super comfortable. I always do the adult medium. That seems to be a good size for me. And I love the Sockhead hat. It is, to me, this is my most fun hat for me to make. Now I did make another one, which I had already started last month, so I was able to get it finished. And this one was, I used Cascade Heritage Sock in cinnamon to make it. Again, it's adult medium. And I'll put a picture in here because this was a gift hat, so I've already passed it over to the new owner, who has told me that they are loving it, and I'm so thankful for that. Sam graciously agreed to try it on for me since it was being made for a man and modeled it for me. So let's thank Sam for being a good sport, helping me out here. Okay, so those are my two finished objects. Yeah, that's all I've gotten finished. But I have been working on stuff, so I have some good progress to give you. So, before we get to that though, let me go ahead and tell you what I have that's in my new construction. I'm bouncing around, yes, a little bit here. Have a little bit more coffee, sorry. One of my favorite cups. It's a Queen Elizabeth Platinum Jubilee cup. Okay, let me set that over there so I can get to it a little bit easier. Okay, so in my new construction, my snow song sweater that I made in 7 days and I showed on the last episode, I love it. It is so comfortable. It is just light, fluffy, but it's still warm because of the alpaca that's in it. This is the yarn that I used in it, which is the Mirasol Tapichi. It's a super bulky 36% alpaca, 23% baby alpaca, 24% merino wool, and 17% melindress, which is viscose and acrylic, which is just the tweed component. And this yarn is a chain, like a chain yarn. I don't know if you can see that real good, as far as basically the fibers are blown inside of this chain of yarn. And the reason I'm showing you this one is because I cast on another one just in a different color. And this one, sorry, back to my brain over here. And it's not participating. It's not helping me. Help, help. Okay, here we go. Get my colors and everything. This one again is in the Mirasol yarn to Peachy. I have it in the Cardinal colorway. But I can't find my other two skeins of yarn. They're downstairs somewhere. They can't have gone anywhere. All they've been is here. But I can't find them so that I could show them to you. But here, this is, here it is. It's a lightly tweeded yarn as well. And I haven't gotten this one done in 7 days. Mainly because I've been working on several other things. But I have gotten started. And the last one I did, I didn't do as tall of a neck, and I had cheated a little bit on the raglans on the side. So I'm actually following the pattern this time. See what happens. So the sweater will be a little bit different because it'll have a higher neck. So far I have the ribbing for the neck, and I've come down into the stocking neck. So, and it does go pretty fast because I'm using US 17. Yes, that's that big. Look at that. About the size of my fingers. And I am keeping this in a mouse pouch. There's going to be more information on this in just a bit. So I'm going to keep it off to the side so that I can tell you what the extra special thing is about it in just a bit. It looks like Mouse's ears coming out of it, doesn't it? Okay, back to this in a minute. But that is my only new cast on this month. Well, it's my only new cast on that I didn't finish because I had the hat as well. So technically, it's the only cast on that's still in progress. So there's my new construction. All right, so for the next segment is in the works. And in the works, I have been working on my litmus cowl, which right now is living in my Button and Boo bag. That was this was also part of my advent from Charming You. My litmus cowl I cast on for Christmas in July last year. No, I did not get it done for Christmas in July. I am using Charming You minis from her Halloween advent, or just a little mini group that was 2021? No, 2022. 2022. And then I'm using for my main skein just a gray Cascade Heritage. And this, though, is what I have gotten done. I have made it all the way through one whole section of all the colors. So as soon as I finish my little gray section here, I'll be coming back to another pink. So these are all the colors. Ta-da. So I am halfway there. And after it stalled for such a long time, I'm excited that I'm halfway there. Okay, more of my Advent goodies. So I am really happy with how this is coming along. I've gone over before what I'm doing with this, but basically with the litmus cowl, instead of it being a neck cowl, I prefer it to be like a shawl to go around my shoulders. And so I've cast on 100, this is a free pattern, by the way, 150 stitches instead of 100 stitches, and it's not as long. So that is all the information's on my Ravelry page, and where you can find me on Ravelry and everything is down below. So I have that I've been working on. And I've made it upstairs without one of my projects, so I will have to pause you in a minute and go get it. I had everything together in my basket, I thought. Okay. I will have to pause you and go get my other project. Sorry, I'm getting political ads on the phone. 'Tis the season. And I know it's not fall anymore, but I love this little bag, and so I've just got my sock thrown in here. So what I have here is my vanilla socks hanging out here with me. This is how I take it to work. But it's just a vanilla sock that I'm working on. The yarn is, okay, I should have had more coffee before I started talking to you guys. Okay, sorry, I had to take a little break to get my brain working again. But this is Hank Me Home Tonight Unicorn Vomit. I have one sock done. And I could be showing this to you on a sock blocker. I have them right beside me over here, but I'm not doing that. Okay, try that again. And it's just a simple, just 1 by 1 broken rib. And I am using Kay Jones's from the Bakery Bear, her umbrella toe, which is my favorite, and her butterfly heel. I go and try other ones, and I always end up coming back to this. But I have that from her from another pattern that I own. So, take all my goodies off as far as, this is how I keep track of where I am. It's just we call them baseball score things, but they're just to keep score and everything. But I don't lose it as easily as I do some of those other little clickers. When y'all saw this last, it was just up here in the rib. So I have gotten the leg done, did the heel yesterday, and I'm on to the foot. So this should be done by end of March to be part of the topping out mount. And it was on my list of one of the things I wanted to get done, or to attempt to get done anyways. So, get all my little gadgets put together here. So this is a project from last year, so I'm still getting some things done. The litmus cowl, of course, was from last year. And the silver bells is my next project. Excuse me just 1 minute while I go get it. Okay, I am back. This recording is probably going to take me a couple of hours. Okay, what has happened now? For one thing, I found my yarn when I went downstairs. I had things in too many baskets. So this is the Mirasol Tapichi in Color Cardinal that I'm doing my new sweater in. Okay, so I found that. I found my project bag that I went looking for that had silver bells. But when I came back up, I have been talking to you guys. I have been recording. I had gotten all the way through my In the Works, but I didn't have my microphone on. In fact, it was way over there, so you would not have heard me. So I don't know if this is take 2, take 3, take 4. I've got many breaks in this recording. Get a little bit more coffee in me and see where it goes. Okay, so back to Silver Bells. Silver Bells is by Tin Can Knits. It is it's a sweater I'm about to get stuck somewhere. And it's living in one of my bags that I made last year for myself. Okay. Oh, I do need to show you this stitch marker. It is so cute. Can you see it? It is a peppermint mocha. Okay, so, and I'll put information down below where you can find these. I love these. These are another. They're a Texas designer. It is. Oh shoot. Charmed and Dangerous. Charmed and Dangerous makes these. Sorry, name went right out of my head along with everything else in the world. Okay, so where am I? I liked my last version that I did of this, as far as the recording. Oh well, I am using Mirasol Inca. I've shown you this before, but I love this. And this is in the color Carnelian. It is 64% viscose and 36% baby alpaca and super, super soft as well as shiny. And I've got that with Nomad eggshell, just an undyed yarn. And putting those two together, I'm coming up with this. Whenever I showed it to you last, I think I'd only gotten one set of the baubles done and a little bit of the lace. So I've gotten a lot further along. I have baubles. I'm loving my baubles. 3 rows of baubles with the lace. And I love that I can see the lace coming out. I've not done a large lace project before. Can you tell? But I love this. I am making a modification, believe it or not. I know, I'm making a modification. Always making modifications, right? But I'm showing this as far as it comes with these baubles, this little set of 3 baubles, and then it comes down to another set of 3 baubles, which end up on the arm. So that kind of, I didn't like that. So they give you they give you an option to be able to just do a stitch in there instead of doing a bauble. So I'm going to do that for the rest of any of the baubles that come after this, while continuing on with the lace. And I'm just more comfortable with that, having the baubles around the neckline, but not on the arm. That just bugged me. I don't know why. It's beautiful, but I just love it. I'm thinking about making this short sleeve though. What do you guys think? With all this open lace and everything, I just think I might get more use out of it here in Texas as being short sleeve, because I could wear either a tank top underneath it, but in the winter, if I need a little bit of extra on, I can always just put it over a long sleeve white, with all this white in here, long sleeve t-shirt. I am getting my yarn all wrapped around my microphone cord. But if you tell me what you think as far as short sleeve, long sleeve, what do you think if you take a look at that pattern? Okay. So my next object is not mine. Sunday I met up with my brother, and he was showing me his newest project that he's been working on. And it's just, I love it. It is so cool. It's outside my wheelhouse completely, just for the fact that it has a zipper. It's a cardigan with a zipper. I'll put a picture up here that I took Sunday. Of course, it's in the works. It's not completed. And he just attached the sleeves before, I think Saturday night before I saw him. But this is a set-in sleeve cardigan by Ann Budd. It is the set-in sleeve sweater with the cardigan option is what he is using. And it's out of this book, The Knitter's Handy Book of Sweater Patterns. And this is mainly what he uses for most of his projects. So I went ahead and got myself a copy. I've been looking through his digital copy, but it's got drop shoulder. It's just got all the different things, and I'm always looking for something as far as personalized touches, different collars. I'm always looking for something that I'm not quite finding, as far as, which is why I end up, redoing the patterns a little bit and putting my own personal touch on them anyways. But so I thought with a little bit of math, not too happy about the math part, but I wanted to test this out for myself, and it was on sale on Amazon. So I went ahead and got myself a copy, see what I can do with it. But this is, see what it is. Okay. Cascade Yarns Woolpaca is the yarn, with 60% Peruvian Highland wool, 40% superfine alpaca in color number 19. It is a worsted weight yarn. And with it being the Peruvian Highland wool, it is a woolly wool. And so it's not anything that I would end up working with myself, because I don't do the woolly wools, mainly because of the fact that I'm allergic to lanolin. So I have to use the superwash wools. But oh well. It is just, as you can see, I'm going to put a few pictures up here, just some of the detail. He ended up just kind of pushing, he did a garter stitch edging, folded it over, and then he's pushed the zipper in and sewn it in. And it works really well. as far as I played with the zipper a little bit and everything, and it worked really nice. So I can't wait to see this one finished. So that's my little jump in and showing it from another knitter's point of view, and especially one that has been knitting for a long time, not like me, who's been, I think I'm up to about 2-3 years, something like that. But okay, so what else do I have? Okay, so this is something that I'm just going to give you a little peek at that I'm trying out. I have a sock that I made last year, and I love these. They're the Twisting Staircase, I think, socks. It's over in Ravelry, but I ended up with, where did it go? A huge hole, yeah, in the heel. Look at that. So what I did was I cut the whole heel out. And I've caught my stitches. And I know it won't be the same heel as the other sock, but that large of a hole, I figured darning was not really an option. So there we go. So I'm going to try putting an afterthought heel in this sock. I was looking for these needles yesterday. Okay, now I know where they are. So this is something that I'm working on, and I'll see what happens. I'll let y'all know how it goes. But I don't want to lose out on an entire pair of socks that I made, especially a pair that I really like. Even though they'll have different heels and everything, no one's going to see that. So we'll find out what happens with that in the future. Okay. Do I have... I don't really have much in the way of confessions because I got this yarn, which I've already shown you. I got my new book. Again, I've already shown you. And I got my mouse pouch, which I'm going to tell you more about in just a minute. So, don't really have much in the way of confessions because I've already told you about everything. So instead, let's go over to the Topping Out Mal. If you're not participating in the Topping Out Mal, but you want to know more information, I have a link in the description box down below to a video that you can go over to that'll tell you all about it. There's still a whole other month to go on the Topping Out Mal. It doesn't end till March 31st, so you still have plenty of time to jump in if you want to. I do have a pattern prize to draw today, and I'm going to pause you for just a second, and let's do that next. Okay, I'm back again. Just wanted to set this up real quick. I didn't record it ahead of time like I did last time. So in the Mouses Makes, because this is being run together with Mandy from Mouses Makes, over on her Ravelry in the chatter thread, there are 139 posts right now. Mandy had the first 2 posts, so I'm removing those. So I'm starting with number 3 and going to 139. Show you there. And right now we are going to spin and find out who is going to be the pattern prize winner for this month. See if I'm able to do this for... There we go. Show you guys here. Number 19. So let's see. Make sure this is not a comment put in by either Mandy or myself. Let's see who has comment number 19. Okay, comment number 19 is me. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, let's try for another spin. I don't have that many comments in there. Okay, let's see. All right, number 96. So let's see what number 96 is. I'm gonna have to put some music or something in here, right? Okay, let's see if I can even say this. I'll put it down below, but this is comment number 96 is Cap'n Angie? Angie. Okay, I'm lost on that one. Cap'n Angie. All right. Angela from Spain. Okay, so it's probably a word that I'm not even understanding. Sorry about that, Angela. But congratulations, Angela. If you could please contact me on email or Instagram. Email is belindasbaubles@gmail.com, or Instagram is also belindasbaubles. Pick out either on Ravelry, or if there's someplace else you'd prefer to get a pattern, just something $10 or less US dollars, and let me know what pattern you would like to get from me, and that'll be your winnings. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, so that's out of the way. We still have a whole other month going, and keep these things coming. But would y'all like to see some of the prizes that have come in? Okay, so part of it, this little thing here, see this little flat thing here? This is the coolest thing in the world. This is a mouse pouch. And this is a mouse pouch. I haven't opened it up or anything because this is going to be one of the prizes. I bought this from Mandy with Mouse Witch Yarn, who's one, and I am loving it. Her husband makes these. It's actually genuine leather. Look at that. And you unhook it, and you can fold them down. So whenever I'm just working, I've had this hanging up like this, working from the skein of yarn. Works great. And she has these for sale on her, in her shop. I'm trying to think where it is. But information, you can get that down below. So this is one of the prizes. It's going to be a mouse pouch. Then, have you seen my lovely? This is my lovely. This is my Adventure in Blue, and this is the first skein of yarn that I have dyed. And this will actually also be a prize. And I'm very proud of this, but I am going to let I want to see what someone else makes from it. And this is some of the Nomad eggshell, like I am using over here, is what it started out as. And I did a video on me dyeing it and everything, so you can actually see how I made this, because I actually did it in a crock pot dyeing method. And this was my very first skein. Now what's going to go with it is something else Mandy's husband has made, which is a shawl. Okay, y'all insert the correct word here, right? It's for a shawl. He sent me two, one for me and one for you. I can't decide. I like them both. So whoever wins the skein of yarn will actually get one of these, and you get to choose the smooth one or the braided one. And that is going to be another prize. Okay. And there's more. I know it's crinkly. I've also put together this little goodie bag. I'm trying to keep it nice and clean. Now, I love the saying on this. It's not hoarding if it's yarn. And there's some different goodies in here. There's not any yarn in here, but there is a yarn holder. This is, y'all saw my one, I had my socks on earlier. It's that style. Scissor pin, which is not actually a pin. It is, I love these. I saw someone else who was traveling with them, and I can't get into it without tearing it open. Well, the other one I could. Anyways, you take the top off of it, and it's a pair of scissors. It has a little clip on it and everything. Measuring tape. Little bees for belindasbaubles stuff, needle tips, and then a Belinda, can you see? There we go. A belindasbaubles tin. One little screw top tins. And this will just have a little variety of stitch markers in there. And the one that I don't have in there, but that you will also get. And each of the prizes that I'm sending out from here will also get a belindasbaubles stitch marker. Let me see my little card there, which is a B over the state of Texas. So that little goodie bag will be another prize. And then I need to get with someone who had also said that they had something they wanted to donate for a prize. Okay. I'll crinkle later and get that all put back together. So that's the start. I am expecting a couple of more prizes possibly. So, you know, make sure you're participating. Get some finished objects in there, because these prizes here, those will come from the finished object thread. And to participate, just to give you a quick run through, it is in the video, little video clip commercial I made, but it's a project that would have been cast on before the 1st of January 2024. So just something that you'd already been working on. And if you're putting in the chatter thread, you can put in stuff there. But for the finished objects, that's where these prizes are going to be coming from. So make sure that you post your finished objects, and those will go through March 31st. And then I'll be drawing it in April for these prizes. Now, any of these prizes, if you win them, I will be shipping them out cheapest way. Sorry, it's going to get expensive. Otherwise, U.S. postage is horrible, especially if it's going overseas. So, but unfortunately, if there's any kind of taxes or anything on your end, I don't have any way of covering that. So that'll be, if you, for some reason you decide that you do not want one of the prizes, just let me know, and I'll get a pattern prize or something for you, but we'll get all that figured out later on. So let's see, is there anything else? Oh, okay, so I did, like I said, I've got that new video up of me dyeing yarn. I have another video coming out that I am editing right now. While we were up in Missouri visiting with the grandkids, I stopped in Unwind, which is it's a nice, beautiful yarn shop. You're going to love it. Okay, so that was something that would have been in, okay, my pom-pom. That would have been in Confessions. I got that at Unwind. But Unwind is located in Lee Summit, Missouri. And I had just a nice, relaxing time wandering through there while the grandkids were running around somewhere else before we went and hit on another location. The video I am recording will have Unwind in it, as well as we went on a hike and saw it was just a beautiful hike out there. And on the way back, Sam and I stopped in another special place, and I can't think of it for the life of me. Okay, well, anyways, that's all coming up. So I will have that video out in March, and then April is the North Texas Yarn Crawl. Okay, you guys if you're in the area, please join me on the yarn crawl. I would love to see you guys out there. I have a couple of friends that'll be coming along with me, hopefully, on the drives. And this year, because I don't take time off from work on it, but I have an extra weekday since my work schedule has changed where I can go crawling during the week. So I am excited about that coming up. And some of the yarn shops have moved this year. There's 13 yarn shops participating in the greater Metroplex, but 2 of them have moved, and so they've got new locations in new area. One of them in a whole new area. So I've got to get the maps out and get all that figured out for how I'm going to get to all these places. And of course, I'm going to bring you along. And during that same week will be the first anniversary for the Belinda's Baubles channel. So I have another one of these goodie bags that I have put together in a similar manner, along with this one will also, the other goodie bag will have yarn in it. I haven't decided what just yet, but I may dye another skein of yarn and see what happens there to go along with it for a drawing for the first anniversary. And then later on in this year, there's also going to be Christmas in July, daily vlogs. So we've got some fun stuff coming up, so we'll just have to see what happens. All right, so I guess that's it for me today. Thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe. Please subscribe. Keep those numbers going up. I'm just over 300 now, and so I am excited about the growth of the channel. But let's keep it going. Let me know in the comments if there's something in particular you would like to see. I know I did say I might take a look, and I've had a couple of people that have said they would like to see my stash. And so I probably am going to do, I may not go through my entire stash, but I want to plan my stash out because of the Make 9. I want to figure out how much I can pull from my stash to create those Make 9s. I'm hoping pretty much almost all of it should come from there. Okay. I'm dilly-dallying. Oh well. All right, so I will see you guys later on. Have a great week, great month coming up, and keep those entries coming. Thanks again for watching. See you soon.